can hold my eyes. Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up 100 times, cause you know I go crazy for mine. And there's just something that you ain't like, cause I go crazy. Let's go. Crazy, I go crazy. Oh. Crazy for mine, and I'll go crazy. Crazy, I go crazy. Crazy for mine. Pull up, hop out, flexing with the pressure. Someone hit my line, it's my connection with the Tesla. We gon' move the city back to back like it's on. We gon' move the city back to back, we doing extra. Jenny from the block, where you from though? You know it's on site when you come though. Hit it from the side like a drum roll. Hit it from behind like a Congo. Make it shake and let's go. It's some ways that we know. You got places to go. Waste no time, let's get on. Only way that you know is for me, cause you know that I go. Let's go. Crazy, I go crazy. Crazy for mine, and I'll go crazy. Crazy, I go crazy. Crazy for mine, I'll go crazy. And I'll go crazy. I'll go crazy. Crazy for mine, I'll go crazy. Let's go. Crazy for mine. Let's go, let's go. Hey, hey. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Yeah. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby. If these walls tall, they give you my checklist. You know you shouldn't ask this. Those girls are just practice. I ain't one for the past tense. I'm just trying to get active. Sex game on savage, yeah. Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? Don't know it's crazy, huh? Crazy, 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 huh? Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? Don't know it's crazy, yeah. Crazy, huh? Let's go. Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh?
Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes. Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes. Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes. Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes.
What up?
Take a Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes. Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes. Jordan, say what's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eyes.
What up?
Yes, sir. We live with the SNEEK and GEEK this afternoon. I'm back. Took a little hiatus for the weekend. Get myself together, get my mind right. Getting started in a couple of seconds. Shout out to Honey in the chat. Shout out to Regis side in the building. And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SNEEK and GEEK live. Okay. We're continuing it after last week. We kind of did a little hiatus from it. While I took care of some things. But we back on it this week. Got a couple of topics to go over. Shout out to everyone who is liking. Shout out to everyone who is commenting. Shout out to everyone who is, quite frankly, subscribing to the channel. Now, as I've said before, ladies and gentlemen, I have a little bit of concerns as far as the channel goes. Yes, we're over 2,000 subs. We're about to hit 2,400. Right now, though, I got to figure out how to get the people who are subscribed back engaged with the channel. So the concern has been, you know, like I said before, for those who didn't hear me or wasn't here for the stream, the shorts are doing awesome. Now, one thing about the shorts, so what I'm noticing with the shorts is that when you post the shorts, YouTube, depending on what it is, YouTube automatically demonetizes them. At least mine. Like, no matter what, it doesn't have to be any cursing or anything in it. They demonetize my shorts off rip. And what that does is it stops the damn short from doing what it's supposed to do. And then you request a review, and you gotta wait up to 7 days for them to review it, which normally they'll approve it, and then the short starts taking off. If you know what I'm saying, it gets back into the algorithm. But the thing is, you got so many people that's subscribing to the channel based on what the shorts are doing. They're not really interested in the long form content. So anyway, I'm going to fall short of saying that my long form content is being held back. You know, that's just an excuse. We're just going to keep working. We're going to keep doing what we do. And, you know, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and dive into our first topic of today. And I see Regicide in the chat saying he's here for the Tropic Thunder. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Oops. All right. So Ant-Man. By the way, my Ant-Man Quantumania review is going to come out today. I promise y'all. It's almost finished. Got something in my teeth. We're going to get into it. So, what the hell? I got a fly in here? What the fuck? Get out of here. Box office, Marvel's Ant-Man 3 gets mauled by Cocaine Bear, suffers 69.7% drop. That is the biggest in MCU history from a first week to a second week. All right? The biggest. That's no cap. And I don't know what Marvel's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania may have won the weekend with 32 million, but got badly dinged by Cocaine Bear, which opened to a much better than expected 23.1 million for Universal. The faith-based Jesus Revolution also delivered strong numbers. Here's the thing. Some people were saying something about the name. The name just, I'll be honest with you. Cocaine, when you go to the movies, if you're a casual, right, and you don't know anything about Ant-Man 3, and you don't know anything about Cocaine Bear, you go to the movies, you're looking like, do I want to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania? Or do I want to watch Cocaine Bear? That name, that Quantumania bullshit name is just, yeesh. I would have never, Especially considering the fact that in the Ant-Man movie, the Wasp is pointless. She has no fucking role. She's given nothing to do whatsoever. She's boring. She doesn't say much. There's no reason for her to be there. So you could have just kept it at Ant-Man Quantumania. Nobody would have cared. Marvel and Disney's Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania may have stayed at the top of the box office chart in its sophomore outing with an estimated 32 million, but the real superhero of the weekend was Universal's high concept genre pick, Cocaine Bear. I got to go and watch Cocaine Bear. I'm going to try to do it this week so I can get the review out. Elizabeth Banks. Shout out to Elizabeth Banks. Congratulations. You finally get a hit. I assume it's going to be a hit. I hope that it doesn't drop off. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the movie's good or not, so I got to go and see it. But this might be the movie that she makes that actually does something. So shout out to her. We'll roast her when it's warranted, but we'll give her the coins if it's worth it. I mean, if it's warranted. Directed by Elizabeth Banks, Cocaine Bear opened to 23 million after stealing away younger adults and particularly males. Ain't that something, Elizabeth? Particularly males. Ain't that something? Ain't it something when you just make the movie instead of whining and complaining? Particularly males. Let's highlight that. Particularly males, ladies and gentlemen. Can we zoom in on that? Hold on. I want to zoom in on that. Nah, we can't zoom in on it. Okay, that's fine. Particularly males, ladies and gentlemen. From the Ant-Man threequel, overseas it sniffed out 5.3 million for early global total of 28.4 million against a reported budget of 35 million before marketing. Boom. So you've made 50 50% of your budget back in the first week. Hopefully it continues to have legs and you can continue to make money. Hopefully good word of mouth. Again, I haven't seen that movie, but we talking about Ant-Man. We'll talk about Cocaine Bear at a later date. Ant-Man 3 fell 69% in North America, the worst decline ever for a title in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after eclipsing Black Widow's 67.8% drop. The latter pick had the disadvantage of opening during the pandemic and was made available simultaneously in the home. Listen, this is reaching DCEU levels of failure, all right? Ant-Man and the Wasp is just not a good movie, okay? The MCU is not cohesive anymore. You'll hear, I'll talk about it in the Ant-Man review because I'm editing it right now. This movie doesn't push anything forward. You sold it as if it was going to be the next big thing, but there was no next big thing. Spoilers, right? Spoilers. If you don't want to hear this, if you haven't seen the movie yet and you don't want to be spoiled, click off right now. You know what? Never mind. I'll just wait for the review. I'll just wait for the review. So, yeah, Ant-Man 3 is a flop. It's garbage. Trash. Okay, it's not garbage. It's not garbage. It's just not as good as what they hyped it up to be. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. Boom, 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 boom. Halle Bailey. Oh, I didn't want to click on that. Halle Bailey. All right. So Halle Bailey, as you all know, is going to be playing the Little Mermaid in the new Little Mermaid movie. She's going to be playing Ariel. And of course, she's been asked about some of the quote unquote racist backlash that she's been getting, and I wanted to, talk about it. Halle Bailey opens up about the Little Mermaid racist backlash. As a black person, you just expected. Got something in my eye. Hold on. The actress and singer fronts the new issue of The Face and talks about stepping into the suit to play the iconic Disney role and the advice she received from her mentor, Beyonce. Don't ever read the comments. It seems that every time news breaks out about Halle Bailey playing Ariel in the Disney remakes of the Little Mermaid, whether it was the initial casting news or the teaser debut, it goes viral. That hasn't always been a good thing, as some of the churn has fueled by racist backlash, something Bailey says is not a surprise. As a black person, you just expect it, and it's not really a shock anymore. Bailey says in a new cover story for The Face, I know people are like, it's not about the race, but now that I'm her, people don't understand that when you're black, there's this whole other community. It's so important for us to see ourselves. It's so important for us to see ourselves. Then make your own shit. It's so important for you to see ourselves, then make your own shit. Tell your own goddamn story. Oh, but Ariel's a fictional character. Then make your own goddamn mermaid. Why do you feel the need to hijack other people's shit to see yourself? What are you talking about? This shit makes no goddamn sense. You have not an original bone in your goddamn body. You can't go out and write your own shit. Write your own shit, Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey, whatever your goddamn name is. Write your own shit. It's just that goddamn simple. You want to see yourself so goddamn bad? Write something that isn't Power. Write something that isn't a BMF. Write something that isn't a goddamn Tyler Perry movie. Write your own shit. But when you take shit from other cultures that they created and try to replace them, yes, there's going to be backlash, nigga. There's going to be backlash. Now, I do agree with the advice that she was given. Don't read the comments. Don't read. Like, even on my channel, and I'll never deny that there's racism, right? Even on my channel, like, y'all know over here we're pretty based. You know what I'm saying? We don't live our life through the color of our skin over here. But it do be some racist ass comments. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I give you a perfect example. On the reaction video I did to the South Park Wheel of Fortune episode, you know, the N-word, right? Somebody replied and was like, both are true. Because remember, the episode says naggers, but he thought it was, you know, the N-word. And the person in the comments was saying, oh, it's naggers and the N-word. So he was basically saying people who annoy you. He was basically saying black people and naggers or people who annoy you. I read the comment and I was like, well, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get offended because it's like, you know, people gonna think what they think. Racism isn't going anywhere. I don't know what y'all thought, but racism is not going anywhere. There's always going to be people who are racist of all skin colors. Newsflash, niggas. There's a lot of Hispanic people that don't like you niggas either. Part of the reason is because you play the victimhood complex so bad, it turns people off. Make your own stuff. You don't want to see this backlash, make your own shit. What you'll find is that your own people won't even support the stuff that you put out. So you feel the need to go and hijack other people's shit because it already has an installed fan base. If black people make their own Little Mermaid, niggas ain't gonna go and watch it because the truth is black people act as though they can't live without white people. So if white people don't approve of something, black people ain't gonna go and see it. That's why whenever a black person tries to come out with a clothing line or something like that, they try to sell it. Black folks be like, I don't know, bro, you charging $80 for a shirt, but you know the work they put in for that shirt is worth that $80. But you ain't Polo, you ain't Amiri, you ain't this, that, and the third. And it's like, so wait, so you're going to pay money to the people that you claim oppresses you because they got an established name, but you won't spend money on a shirt that you obviously like, that your homeboy or your homegirl made. You can't you can't even operate without white people. That's why you always want to steal their shit. Rant over, man. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's move on to the next goddamn topic. How y'all doing in the comments? How are y'all doing in the comments? All right. All right. So Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller is a legend. Shout out to Ben Stiller. He says he makes no apologies for the controversial Tropic Thunder. Says he's proud of it. Ben Stiller is standing by his controversial comedy Tropic Thunder. Stiller, 57, took to Twitter on Tuesday to assure fans he makes no apologies for the R-rated 2008 comedy. Hold on, y'all. Just trying to make sure the stream's slowing down a little bit. Struggling. We struggle streaming already. Word to the lead attorney. All right, where were we? What the hell? Okay, here we go. So yeah, I make no apologies for Tropic Thunder. It's always been a controversial movie since when we opened, proud of it, and the work everyone did on it. The film contains multiple controversial gags, including one in which Robert Downey Jr. plays an Australian actor, Kirk Lazarus, who undergoes cosmetic surgery to darken his skin so he can play a black army surgeon. In the movie, within the plot, Lazarus continues to wear blackface outside of filming and gets criticized by a black actor for it. I got a confession. I have a confession. I haven't seen Tropic Thunder. Sue me. Sue me. I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. I know that's going to, yeesh. I know it's going to upset a lot of people, but no, I haven't seen it. So I'll make it a point to watch it this week. I have no problem with this whatsoever. So what? From what I can tell, everybody loved it. Every black person I know felt like Robert Downey Jr. is the only person that can do it. Now, could you make that today? Probably not. You know, with this woke era. I mean, if I would be in charge, I would approve it. But to be honest with y'all, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this. Ben Stiller is right. He shouldn't apologize. He should be proud of what he's done. And that's it. I mean, you know, Robert Downey Jr., he shouldn't apologize either. And that's just what it is. Y'all mad? Like, who? I guarantee you is no black people asking him to apologize. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's these liberal white people who claim to be, you know, this, that, and the third. Yeah, we ain't falling for it. Hold on 1 second. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on from that. Stop listening to those liberal white folks. Black people ain't asking you to apologize. That shit's dead. Let's go into our next topic. All right. Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson. Now, if y'all remember, Marilyn Manson was canceled after he was accused of sexual abuse. Well, apparently, that may not have been accurate. Let's go ahead and get into it. Marilyn Manson accuser went public with horrific claims of abuse. Now she says they were made up. In May 2021, Ashley Morgan Smith line appeared on the cover of People magazine next to the headline, "I Survived a Monster." The story announced that Smithlane, who has worked as a model and actor, was ready to tell her truth about the horrific abuse she had suffered at the hands of Marilyn Manson. Among other things, she alleged that Manson had tied her up and graped her while she slept, drank her blood, and carved his initials into her thigh. "I was brainwashed and it makes me feel disgusting," she said, alongside a photo in which she displayed the scar. But in a three-page declaration filed in court on Thursday, Smithlane recanted her allegations. She said that the claims, which she posted to her Instagram account in February 2021, contained untrue statements about Manson, including that the fuck just happened? Including that there was a violence and non-consensual sexual activity in our brief relationship. She also stated that there was no branding or cutting during the relationship, and certainly no Marilyn Manson initials carved on my body. Smithlane also alleged that she had been pressured into making the false allegations by Evan Rachel Wood. Wow. Manson's ex-girlfriend, who has publicly accused him of abusing her during their 4-year relationship. She alleged that she was manipulated by Wood and others, including Wood's girlfriend, Ilma Gore, into participating in a publicity campaign against Manson. In addition to the People cover shoot, Smithlane appeared on The View and filed a federal lawsuit accusing Manson of violent sexual abuse. The lawsuit was dismissed in January after her attorney, Jay Ellwanger, withdrew from the case due to a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. In other words, she was capped up. Tropic Thunder is up there with Blazing Saddles. best movies ever made. Wasn't the one of the accused him a friend of Miss Turd? I'm not sure. Her truth. No, but Johnny is BFF of Manson, and Manson stuck up for Johnny. Kanye West stuck up for Marilyn Manson too. I'm glad it was found false. Yeah. So let's continue reading. The lawsuit was this. Okay. So Smitheline now maintains that she was convinced to make the false allegations after hearing the accounts of Wood and Esme Bianco, another Manson accuser. She said that when she first spoke to Wood in 2020, she denied having been abused, but she alleges that Wood told her she must have repressed her memories. In effect, she claims she was brainwashed. Eventually, I started to believe that I was repeatedly told. I started to believe that what I was repeatedly told happened to me, happened to Miss Wood, and Miss Bianco also happened to me. Okay, yeah. Wood's spokesperson denied Smithline's claims. Evan never pressured or manipulated Ashley, the spokesperson said. It was Ashley who first contacted Evan about the abuse she had suffered. It's unfortunate that the harassment and threats Ashley received after filing her federal lawsuit appeared to have pressured her to change her testimony. Smitheline also claimed that Ellwanger filed the suit without reviewing it with her, and that he was among those who pressured her to make the false allegations. In an email to Variety, Ellwanger denied the claims. My response is constrained by ethical obligations regarding client confidentiality, even to a former client. But what I can say is that the specific allegations in the declaration regarding my representation of Smitheline are categorically and verifiably false. Manson is now suing Wood and Gore for defamation, alleging that they have maliciously derailed his career with false allegations of abuse. Manson also accuses them of recruiting other women to make false allegations against him. Attorneys for Wood and Gore have filed a motion to throw out the claims under California's anti-SLAPP statute, arguing that the suit is in an effort to chill free speech on a matter of public interest. Their attorneys have also argued there is no evidence that Wood or Gore pressured anyone to make false allegations. Howard King, Manson's lawyer, filed Smithline's declaration in defense of the anti-SLAPP motion. King asserts that the declaration constitutes new evidence that Wood and Gore did, in fact, pressure women to fabricate allegations. The motion is set to be heard April 11. People has a pen in the editor's note, and it's whatever. All right. Whoa. That is a lot of bullshit. So it seems we went into the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation, came out of that, went straight into the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation, and now we going into the Marilyn Manson, Evan Woods situation. What in the hell is... So, listen, the Me Too stuff has got to stop. The Believe All Women stuff has got to stop. It's over. It's done. They colluded, and we still got Andrew Tate. By the way, we still got Andrew Tate, who's in Romania right now behind bars, when the women, two of the women who they claim to have been sexually trafficked have said they were never sexually trafficked, that there was nothing against their will. And there was evidence that came out, alleged evidence that came out and said that the two women who are remaining that are accusing them of sex trafficking colluded together to take down Andrew Tate. You really have to be concerned. Even if you're a woman, if you're raising boys, you really have to be concerned about the possibility that some women who feel scorned or feel some type of way about the previous relationship can just come back if your son has any clout whatsoever and say he did this, he did that. It's blasphemous. It's absolute blasphemous. I think men, it's time that we learn how to protect ourselves. It's just that simple. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, guys, you gotta protect yourself. NDAs. Like, these women are on the prowl. They trying to get what they can get. People ain't getting married no more like they used to. You gotta protect yourself. And NDAs is the way to go. I don't know what else to say. Like, they coming after you. So, Team Marilyn Manson, man. And it's not even just, I just think that a lot of these girls need to be brought to justice. Like, that's the only way you're going to stop this. That's the only way you're going to stop it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next subject. What do we got on the list? One second, y'all. All right. All right. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, of the Rings, of the Rings. So as you guys know, Warner Brothers just decided that they were going to renew some Lord of the Rings movies. Essentially, what they did, though, they just killed the Rings of Power. They just killed the Rings of Power. So you see this article right here, Forbes. Forbes got a lot going on, man. Get this out of here. The shadow of the Rings of Power hangs over Warner Brothers' new Lord of the Rings movies. New Lord of the Rings movies are in the works over at Warner Bros. The new films come 20 years after Peter Jackson's trilogy made history as one of the greatest cinematic adaptations of all time. Though I had plenty of bones to pick with those films when they released, there are no details beyond the announcement. No directors or actors are attached to the project, no release date in sight, and yet already I feel a terrible sense of dread. The move comes as Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav has cut costs across the board, canceling shows and movies and scaling back streaming operations in a massively unpopular, though probably necessary, attempt to climb out of the red and into the black. Call it a streaming hangover. All of the big players are waking up to the realities of post-spending spree bender. A new venture into Middle-earth, tapping into the deep well of Tolkien content, comes at its own cost, of course. Embracer Group owns the film rights to Tolkien's work, so Warner has worked out a deal with the Swedish holding company, largely known for its acquisitions of video game studios at the undisclosed price. Given how expensive Tolkien is these days, now that it's so in vogue, it can't have been cheap. So what to make of all of this? In purely business terms, I don't really care about that. As much as I want to be excited for more Lord of the Rings, I can't help but think that mostly it's all just a pale shadow compared to the books I fell in love with as a kid. Years and years dude, I don't care about what you think. The way I see it, there is essentially three options for Warner Brothers when it comes to making a new Lord of the Rings movie. First, to remake the movies to suit modern times. No. Stop it. Get some help. The basic story remains the same, but with better special effects and more diverse cast. No. Stop it. Get some help. To appease modern audiences, or rather modern media and critics. Well, at least he said that. Second, to tap into some of the other Tolkien stories, such as the yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. The trick is that it's really a collection of stories and fables and legends, blah, 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 blah. Third, to follow Amazon's example with the Rings of Power and just completely ignore the source material altogether, instead creating a wildly expensive fan fiction while giving fans the proverbial bird. If you don't like it, you're a bigot. Who wrote this? Did Paul Tassi write this? No, it ain't even Paul. It's some dude named Eric Kane. Hey, shout out to you, Eric Kane. he said third, to follow Amazon's example with the Rings of Power and just completely ignore the source material altogether, instead creating wildly expensive fan fiction while giving fans the proverbial bird. If you don't like it, you're a bigot. It's funny because it's true, man. Rare W for Forbes. Shout out to you, Eric Kane. That I like that. I like that. But anyway, the movies is gonna dunk on the Rings of Power. Just cancel the Rings of Power. But I don't think they can cancel the Rings of Power. But also Amazon only has TV rights. They don't have movie rights. So people now knowing that they're going to get Lord of the Rings movies, what incentive do you have to watch the Rings of Power? It's garbage, trash. And now the next series is going to have nothing but women running it. So it's going to be a whole lot of feminist bullshit in there. So, I mean, I don't know. You know, shout out to David Zaslav. He's trying to double down on the money printers, all right? Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, they need to do a sequel to that movie. Lord of the Rings, and whatever else they have in there. They just need to double down on the stuff that prints money. Stop with the virtue signaling bullshit. And, you know, just keep it moving. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic. More Lord of the Rings coming, y'all. And the final topic that I had for y'all today is actually some, believe it or not, some video game stuff. Now, I know y'all don't really like my video game stuff, but, you know, it's entertainment. I gotta cover it. This week, this week, Wolong Fallen Dynasty will be releasing. We will be playing. Okay? We will be playing. I plan on concluding my Hogwarts Legacy stream this week by Friday. I don't know if the whole game is going to get finished because there's a lot going on. I've gotten a lot of side missions and stuff out of the way so we can focus on the main missions. We will be streaming tonight. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at the official trailer for Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Let's go. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love stuff like this. I can't get enough of like that kind of aesthetic. I love the Souls games. I love Ninja Theory. I mean, not Team Ninja. I'm sorry, not Ninja Theory. Team Ninja. I played the demo of this game. It was good. It didn't blow me away, but we will be playing this at the end of the week because anything ninjas, anything like ancient Asian warriors, Chinese, you know, the Mongols and stuff like that. or just Fugal Japan or anything like that, I'm gonna play it. So y'all can bet on that. I love ninjas. I love any ancient war. Period. I just love. So anyway, that's that. Let's see what Twitter is thinking about Wolong Fallen Dynasty. I will be playing Lies of P too. A lot of people are playing it. I wish to play more Wolong, but I don't want to experience a sense of boredom for doing the same 2 intro chapters over again. I already done it 3 times. Oh well, patience will. Okay, whatever. Bro, there's a gnat in here. Is it that time of year already? Did I let a gnat in my dang on house? It's a lot of goofiness going on with this. Well, y'all get the point. So yeah, we'll be playing Sifu. See, the thing about Sifu is PS5 wants $70 for their games. And I heard that game was like 8 hours at best. And so that's why I didn't get it when it first came out. We'll check it out though. That's definitely a game I wanted to play though. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. This turned out to be a longer stream than I thought it was going to be. I think that's it. I've covered everything I wanted to cover today. Again, Ant-Man review is coming out today. I'm working on it right now. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's watching. Make sure y'all hit the like button for the algorithm. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Honey, Regicide. Love you guys to death. I'm going to go ahead and check out. Got some laundry I got to do. Got some other things I got to do. Send me topics for videos you want me to cover, clips you want me to react to, whatever the case may be. I will catch you guys later.